Hello, guys. I would like to welcome you all in this live, and I'm going to talk about the education system in Hong Kong. And I'm trying as a teacher and as a ethnic minority and living in Hong Kong. I do have some stand and some message for you. Today, I'm just trying to even test my videos as well, and I'm trying to do the live YouTube live. So, guys, if you're here, please, I would like to welcome you all. Um, Actually, we are talking all the time in Hong Kong. It's all about the integrations. Uh, However, the it is kind of contrast the compelling reason for difficulty in integration into the society, since the forefathers and contribution to make the contribution to Hong Kong society, and they have a same sense of affiliations to the Hong Kong as the rest of the populations. It seems that they have fully embarrassed uh, the Hong Kong society as their own and have developed a strong sense of belonging to it. We believe this is what integrations mean. Is all about. In contrary, the problem of non-integrations lies with the rest of the mainstream society in Hong Kong, or their acceptance of cultural, linguistic, and ethnic diversity in Hong Kong. From our own observations and our own practice, we can claim that ethnic minorities have fully accepted the cultural and linguistic norms of Chinese community in Hong Kong. And for example, a large number of people can be integrating interacting with Chinese people in marketplaces, workplaces, in other domain society. They are the same greetings each other, working together, briefing, befriending, be friends and with each other, and learning each other norms and equities. So we also observe, the member of the ethnic minority population in Hong Kong expressing their festivals, greetings in Chinese terms such as Kung E Pa Choi during the personal encounters, with their friends and the social media. We believe that this is another form of integration. However, the questions whether the larger Hong Kong society accept our cultural and linguistic identity remain to be examined. Has any Hong Kong, you know, I have a questions. Has any Hong Kong Chinese individual learned few Nepalese or Indian festival? Has any Chinese resident in Hong Kong been able to greet the ethnic minority their own language? No, I don't think so. So we have facing different kinds of the problem in Hong Kong. Originally, social integration is conceived as a form of society where different groups come together in mutual acceptance, respect, and celebration of each other cultural and linguistic norms. If we talk about the Kim Lika, the paper, how it is a pity, Hong Kong, that some people, especially the media savvy NGOs and media themselves, frequently and one-sided blaming that ethnic minorities are not integrating because of their inability to read, speak, and listen Chinese language. They have been even bragging their ethnic minority children fare poorly in education due to the poor Chinese language skills. In our observation as a teachers, researcher, and parents in a school and other educational setting in Hong Kong shows that such a generalization of the ethnic minorities children should be able to communicate. Yeah, so like generalizing the people and ethnic minority children in education holds no ground, and the conceptualizations of the terms integration seems therefore flawed in itself, and a wrongly concept, which, while we do accept the fact that the ethnic minority children should be able to communicate in Chinese, Cantonese, generalizing the educational and other social difficulties of ethnic minority um, in connection with their Cantonese skill in Hong Kong will undermine some of the more pressing issues, not only in education but also in other sector, such as health, employment, and long-term career building path. We as a therefore I think we always talk, and we are doing this kind of activism, and the ethnic minorities, the activism facing what the children facing problem in school with the some we have some first-hand data, our concern about our globalizations, over globalization, generalizations, and even Chinese language, and our recommendations, and our the problem and realities is different. So every time when we heard something about the Chinese language, these days we are just hearing the Chinese as a second language education will not, it's not the problem actually, but everybody talking about Chinese as a second language education will be good for everybody. But I do have a different stance, because Chinese as a second language education will not solve all education problem currently faced by EM students. Fundamentally, EM students are facing social, family, emotional problem, communications, discontinue, and cultural problems in school. For example, dropout and failure in secondary school are the result of unsafe and insecure learning environment for the students. Therefore, school-based curriculum pedagogy should be devised, apparently, and make relevant to the students. Cultural and linguistic backgrounds, in addition, schools should be able to establish a strong communication channel in order to involve the parents and communities in school. Decision making processes, actually I'm talking about the decision making process parents should involve, and parents must involve. So some research also shows that the if the EM people involved in the school system, the sense of belonging to school and strive more in their language should be in it is compulsory if they can involve in decision making process, such as like a PTA or even IMC or in other means. So I can say our observation in the last couple of years has shown the majority of EM students generally score low or fail in SKDSE examinations due to the poor performance in other subject other than Chinese, such as mathematics, liberal studies, ICT, science, and that is the main reason that they have been deprived of entering territory or university educations. But we have a ray of hope, and we are trying to encourage our students to go to further up. So I think I hope that you understand me, and our observation in the last couple of years doing good, and I can say it might be okay for some reason. So our observation in the last couple of years has shown that the majority EM students generally score low or fail in I already spoke about this one, and research and the government reports and EM students are doing better learning in English medium school, EMS school. than in Chinese medium instruction CMI, and it is realistic in our own observation too. In the last 2 years, HKDSE examination students who attended EMI schooling have attend better result in DSE than the EM students who study in CMI school. So I think I do have a lot of data about this one. These GCHE and GCA A-level certificate of Chinese language is currently accepted as an entrance level qualification by local universities in Hong Kong. At the same time, our observation uh, also have a shown quite large number of EM students have attended require grade C or above GCA level Chinese language examination, and those successfully attaining the good reason on the subject have been accepted in Hong Kong universities for the degree program. So I think we can still we have a hope, and we believe that only university qualifications can ensure. I believe that only university qualification can ensure better careers and employment opportunities for the ethnic minority youngster knowledge, youngster in knowledge economics like Hong Kong. And we also would like to stress the ensuring the university entrance of EME students Hong Kong is much better options. We hope that the uh, Chinese language is not the problem for all. It's a part of problem, but not all problem. So integration doesn't mean to give up yours. We believe that no integration without inclusion. We need inclusion society. So integration is only possible when the state and society respect the diversity, sense the individual rights and identity, such as efforts including policies and actions. Every stakeholder of community should give an equal access in decision making process that affect their lives. So government should promote multicultural education for understanding and respecting the differences, tolerance and friendship, and intent as a Chinese language as a key policy of integrations. I don't know. So identity means mother tongue and cultural issues are not being addressed in the policy, so on. So government should make the policy to establish fundamental rights of minorities and the Bill of Rights. So Article 23 is already there in Hong Kong. So I'm talking about all about Hong Kong. So guys, thank you so much for listening me. And ethnic minorities students have different cultural, linguistic, language, history, immigrant, mobility background, because they require a special support in social needs, emotional needs, which all mainstream schools cannot offer. So sometimes we are facing such kind of the big problem in Hong Kong. So thank you so much for watching me, and I hope that you may get me something. You may receive some message about this one, and I hope that I can talk more in future. And thank you for being live. Thank you for being with me in this live. And I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you so much.